We kind of knew with everything, all the different agendas everybody
just
had.
turned us around, or whoever's behind us just wrecked us, basically.
You're right.
Yeah, it was 11.
That's the way it happened.
And let's show you the damage in terms of the points for the 00.
But right here is what Dale was bringing up. You see Boyer up there 13th now. We talked about this early on, that these guys could take some big risk and gambles strategy-wise to try to get themselves back in contention, and Boyer's in that spot. He's taking a big gamble here of trying to stretch this fuel tank 41 laps.
Well, he's got his cautions you were saying that he was going to need, and this is a place this big you can really save some fuel and make a big difference.
Now, you got to be very careful driving through this debris field, though, not to get a flat tire.
We're talking about some good driving. Now, watch what Ryan Newman did to be able to avoid this mess here that was taking place on the racetrack.
Wreck in front of you. Can't tell you. They're in the middle. They're in the middle. Oh, good job.
Yeah, that's right. Nice job. Those spotters can talk sometimes, but when it's happening right in front of you, you just have to react, and that was a great job by Ryan Newman.
So Ryan makes it through, and we were talking about Clint Boyer needing some help on fuel. So this caution flag will help him as well. Well, if you're enjoying this, and we got to believe you are, it's one of the best we've ever seen at Pocono. Here's your ticket to the chase, folks. www.nascar.com/tickets. Tickets are available. We're heading to Watkins Glen next week, and that's always a fun one to watch. Michigan on the High Bank 2-mile oval. How about a Saturday night at Thunder Valley in Bristol, Tennessee? There's the rest of the schedule, and you know when our coverage will be on. And, of course, tickets are available for great NASCAR Sprint Cup Series action. What a day at Pocono, guys.
Man, I'm telling you. And it's not over yet.
Yeah, we got a lot of race. You're talking about 25 laps on this 2.5-mile track. A lot of things that could happen, but it has been fantastic to this point.
Now, what about the fuel window on some of these guys, and particularly Clint Boyer? Jamie.
Okay, I'll update you on the 33. Clint Boyer, what happened about lap 150? He got into it with the 39. That was the right rear quarter panel damage. He pitted on lap 158 and fixed the damage. Right now, by calculations, as you mentioned, that would make them extend this about 42 laps. Right now, they're telling Clint, stay out. You need to turn your blowers off and conserve as much as you can. If we can do this, we can get a top 10, and that's what we need. Remember, he was 16th in points coming into this race.
See the back half of the field coming in for tires. Kyle Busch coming in for a new right side. And I'm not talking about tires, I'm talking about the right side skin vents.
Well, the 18 of Kyle Busch, you guys documented the contact that he made with the wall, so they're going to try to fix that damage there on the right side, also give him 2 fresh tires. This is an important race for Kyle Busch. Remember, he came into this event 14th in points, 2 positions out of the 12-man chase. So this team cannot afford a bad finish. They want to get out of here with something solid and get to Watkins Glen next week, hope for a solid one there, and then finish up these races before the chase and get into that top 12. Been a difficult day for the 18 today.
Look at Jimmy Johnson coming off pit road now. He's back on the lead lap.
I'll tell you what, if Jimmy Johnson were somehow come back and get a chance to win this race today after being 3 laps down, that would that's one of those things where you know you're a championship team when you can do things like that.
Well, just making a solid day out of it. You know, they don't even have to win. Just coming back and making a very solid day from it.
And here's the other end of the spectrum. Kyle Busch sits in his car while they fix the damage and try to get him back out on the track.
This is just a racetrack that has given this team fits over the last 2 years. They just don't have anything that really they don't know which direction to go because they haven't found a setup that works for Kyle, and they just struggled every time.
Last 3 times Kyle has been here, he finished 22nd back in June. He finished 36th in this race last August and 43rd last June. So this place has been miserable for Kyle. The 9 car, Casey Kane, has had a very good run today and right now is sitting in 3rd spot. Let's go down and visit with the crew chief.
And that is Kenny Francis. On the last stop, Doc, they took on 2 tires. Kenny, based on how he took off there, do you think he has enough to stay out ahead of everybody else behind him with 4 tires?
Well, you know, the Budweiser Dodge is pretty good. You know, it's been real good all day. You know, we hope we can. We've been a little bit better than those cars all day, but of course they got a little bit fresher left side tires, so we'll just have to see what happens. But should be good on fuel and all that, and look forward to a good race at the end here. Should be fun.
And your driver pleaded for track position, didn't he?
Well, you know, he just knows track position's everything. We were trying to talk about where to pit there, and then the yellow came out, kind of threw all that out the window. But he went and got him some track position there, so that was pretty fun to watch.
Jamie?
And Shane Wilson, crew chief for Clint Boyer right now. 42 laps. You guys are conserving right now. How good is your driver? Can he make it to the end?
I think so. You know, we're a little snug right now, but that clean air's been helping us out a lot. We're close on fuel with these cautions. We're probably within a lap, so it's a good gamble for us. We were having a so-so race and got a little damage there and allowed us to top off. So circumstances, you know, gave us this opportunity. We'll try to make the best of it.
I heard you tell him turn the blowers off to conserve. What else is he doing?
That's about it. That was just to try to turn our valves. We're a little bit tight, so we have blowers that cool the rear tires. So turn those off, leave our fronts on, and do the best we can.
Well, if the race ends like it is right now, Clint Boyer will move up 2 positions in the points to 13th, guys.
Now, back in June, thank you, Jamie. Back in June, it was Tony Stewart who was actually flipping the ignition switch off, pushing the clutch in, flipping it off to be able to save fuel. And Stewart said they saved basically 2 more laps of fuel by doing that.
Yeah, the thing about Stewart, when he was saving fuel here the last race, he was doing it under green. He would clutch the thing while they were racing. You see right here, it's just Boyer running just a little bit of throttle. You can see just barely coming in there, and then he's turned only 3,000 RPMs, which means he's got it in a very high gear. Probably in 4th gear, going 65 miles an hour.
Clint Boyer's last win back at Richmond in May of 08. So it's been over a year. And folks, the race leader here at Pocono with 25 laps to go has won only twice in the last 8 races. What about the 77 car of Sam Hornish? Another good run at Pocono. Dave.
Yeah, Doc, this morning Travis Geisler and I had a nice conversation about what he wanted to accomplish today, and finishing was one of the key words. So what does he do with all the wolves around him to finish this outright?
We put ourselves in a great position here with some pit strategy that really fell into our lap. We were just trying to be a little aggressive with the PPT dodge and get ourselves in a good spot. Fortunately, it worked out that way. We're just trying to come home with the best finish we can here. Even right now, top 10 is a huge gain, 14 points, and that's really what we should do.
Like we told you earlier, guys, strategy in June took them to a 10th place finish here as well.
Well, both these drivers we talked about a moment ago have had big moments in their career. For Sam Hornish, it was 2006 at the Indianapolis 500, a last lap pass to go to victory lane. And back in 2000, as a rookie at Indy, Juan Pablo Montoya won at Indianapolis. Now, Montoya has a victory in stock car racing, but not on an oval. Sam Hornish does not have a win. How big would this be for both of those drivers?
Well, that'd be big for everybody up there right now, especially those two, but even Clint Boyer. He's looking for his first win. A lot of opportunities and so many stories to try to follow here in the closing laps of this race. It's so exciting. It's hard to keep up with.
Jamie, update the 33 for us right quick.
Guys, Shane Wilson just told Clint Boyer, we are good. You saved enough.
Okay.
Did he mention the green-white checkered possibility, I wonder?
He'll come back on later and address that one.